these bosses are so mean, always give employees so much work and makes us stay in office so late at night. Aish, I'm so done with this job. The girl who was just come out from her office, walking on the street now, all tired, talking with herself, I will case on them when I open my own company. She said proudly, then make a sad pout. But when? Aishwayan, you know, you are very poor girl, she sighed. No worries, Wayan, I will do it, definitely. She takes a deep breath. For now, let's go, Wayan. She started taking her steps, then suddenly she felt that someone following her. She turned, but no one there. She again started walking, but here footsteps, and turned, but again no one else there. But there was really someone who watched her behind. I'm watching you, princess. You are only mine, he said with a smile. Hey, Hottie, how are you? She sat on her chair while greeting her friend. How many times do I have to tell you that don't call me by that name? Just call me worldwide handsome, he said while rolling his eyes. And how many times do I have to say that I like to call you Hottie, not that stupid worldwide handsome name? She flipped her hair and laughed. But she immediately stopped laughing when she saw her crush, her boss Jun Jungkook. As like daily, his mood today was serious. He goes to his cabin, everyone bows to him, but as like always, he never forgot to give a slight look on Vian, which increased her heart rate more. He looked at her and left for his cabin. When he left, Vian sat on her chair and again take a deep breath. This man will definitely take my life away just because of this one look of his. She makes a pout. He is a CEO of this company. Shut up, you. She hit on his head with her bag. Hey, idiot, I'm male, not female. Call me dog. He raised his brows. Okay, Mr. Dog. She rolled her eyes. Don't you have some shame that you call your senior a dog? He said while controlling his laugh. You. She's starting to hit him, but then Wyans are calling you in his office. Go hurry up, she said and left from there. What? He's calling me? Why? OMG. She got so tensed. Relax. He must be calling you to scold. He started doing his work. Shut up, you idiot. She looked herself on the mirror, set her hair, and goes to her boss's cabin. Why knock on his office door after hearing come in? She opened the door and goes in his office. He was working. She stand in front of him and bow. Sir, did you call me? She asked nervously. Why are you came here, Miss Wyan? He was still doing his work. What do you mean, sir? She got so confused. Are you here for work or for making fun with Kim Seok-jin? He stopped working, sit straight, and glared at her. No, sir, it's not like that. What then it is? It's look like you came here for fun. His sharp gaze is still on Ryan. I'm sorry, sir. That happened will never again. Her head was bowed. She was shivering by his tone and that sharp, angry gaze. It's good for you, otherwise you know me, don't you? He playing with his pen in his fingers and looks on her scared posture. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir, she bows to him. Wine came out and sat on her chair, started doing her work. Jin turned his chair towards Wine and put his one hand on her chair. What did your Mr. June said now? Wine looked at him and smiled. He said that stay away from that owl, Kim Sok Jin. Jin passed a smile at her. Oh my god, it means he's jealous. Wine rolled her eyes and again started doing her work. But why we have to make distance? He's younger than me, but his good luck is that he's a CEO of this company, so I have to do whatever he said. He made a angry pout and folded his arm around his chest. Aish, don't be sad, my hottie. We will continue our friendship after work and outside of this office. She putting her hand on his hand. Yes, yes, he put his other hand on Ryan's hand. But this friendship will be broken if you didn't call me worldwide handsome. This happen will never, so don't dream. Jin looked at her with serious face. You know what? Sometimes I hate you so much. He looks at her with a smile, and you are so haughty for me. Jin can't control his laugh and laughed. Seeing his laugh, Wine laughed too, without knowing that there was someone who was watching them. Looks like they are very close to each other. He glared at them with his sharp gaze. The fire grew in his heart. His eyes got darkened. Jaw tightened. He made a tight fist in his hand. Aish, now let me do my work. There is so much work today. Don't be bother me. Understand? She looked into her laptop screen and started her work. Yeah, you have so many work, as if I don't have any. He wrapped his arm around his chest and looked at her. If you don't have any, then let me do mine and shut up, she said without looking at him. Yeah, we'll only do what your crazy sir says. Don't you dare to call him crazy. I will scratch your hair and I will cut your fingers. One glared at him and he shut up and started doing his work. Ryan smiled. Ryan knocked the door on Jungkook's office. After finishing her file which he gave her, she goes in when she hear come in. Sir, the file is ready, which you said. She always liked this in front of him, stuttering, shivering, nervous, which he liked the most without her knowing. Give it to me, he said without looks at her, doing his work. He raised his hand little bit for the file. Ryan came close to him, stand beside him, and get it. Wine starts to leave but is stopped by Jungkook's voice. Stay here, he said. She turned. Stay here until I check this. Maybe there is some mistake so I don't have to call you again. So sit. He put the file on the table and started checking it. Wine was stand there almost shocked. Do I have to give you invitation for sitting on the chair? His head was bowed but the eyes were up. Looks at her. Wine's heart raced when he looked at her. No, sir. Sorry, sir. She immediately sat on the chair in front of him. Check it. He extends the file to her. He looks at her. Wine got confused. But sir, I checked it already. So Jungkook cut her words. Couldn't you stop stuttering in front of me? Wine blinks multiple times. Stop, he said with his hard tone. Wine stopped blinking even her breath. I said stop blinking, not breath. One sigh, she lowered her gaze. Now check this file here. He put the file in front of her and rested his back on the chair while looking at her. She nervously takes the file and starts checking. Jungkook just sat and looked at her beautiful face. He smiled internally. Ryan knows that he was looking at her, which gave shivers in her spine. She was so nervous, her whole body was shivering, but still she focused on her work. After few hours, he said, "You can go now." His heart is still not filled to looking at her, but he should have to let her go now because it's too late night, so he can't stop her here at this hour. One was surprised because she didn't even check the file yet. What, sir? But I didn't check it yet. She was confused. Do you want to stay here all night with me? His face was serious, but his words quickened. Ryan pulsed like a roller coaster. No, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. She hurriedly goes out from the office. Why she is so afraid of me? She can't even talk to me properly. He rested his head on the chair. Wine came out from his office and sat on her chair. Jin, why are you still here? She asked when she saw Jin still there. Yeah, I have some work so I stayed to finish it. What about you? Why you late? Nothing, he just wanted me to check the file. She wrapping her things. What's the matter? Nowadays he makes you stay with him for a long time. I think the fire is equal on both sides. He teased her. I wish your words come true. she says with her hand on her chest. By the way, when will you go? She slung her purse over her shoulder. After finishing this, he takes a long sigh while looks at his laptop screen. Shall I stop? Then we'll go together? Jin refused. No, no, you can go now. It's too late. I will go by myself when I finish this work. Okay, now I'm going. Bye, she said and left. When she left, Jin take a deep breath. While was going to her house, she walked alone on the street. It was 12 at night. She can't find any vehicles there. Suddenly she felt that someone behind her. She turned, but there was no one. She again started walking. Why I felt that somebody following me? Is it just my illusion? She talked to herself and walks away fastly. I'm always stay with you, my love. He was behind her.